Hello and welcome back. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
What's up?
Hey.
Today we're missing someone. We're one man down, so we'll try and get through this without the infamous cloak. But today we have. You guys were very busy last session. You got on a boat. Rakia lost her arm, then got a new synthetic arm. You got on this grand ferry. You then got to do some stuff in the lap of luxury of this mega cruise, but then Rakia got attacked by a gambler. He got flung off the boat. Cloak attempted to talk to the captain, and these two guys shot themselves, trying to shoot Cloak. And then, upon defeating the gambler yet again, but truly this time, you find out that the ship has another person on it, another contestant on it, who is one of the champions, known as the Sorceress Champion. So we come back to we pretty much come back where we left off. Alligator is knocked unconscious, shirtless, covered in bruises, cuts, and blood. The entire deck is soaked due to the large wave that he created when he got up onto the boat earlier. Cloak is pretty much done tying him up with his own belt, like with Alligator's bait belt. He then just basically turns to you and mysteriously says, "I'm going to speak to the captain now." And he just jumps off as the weird, ominous glow comes from his eyes yet again. And he just, almost like a speedster, disappears as he goes off into a blur, jumps into the shattered window of the captain's quarters.
Okay, have fun.
The sorceress looks at you for a second and just says, she's still floating there about 5 meters off the ground, and is just looking at you, and she just says, "Right, well, we should possibly restrain him. I'm sure that there's a brig." As she says that, a couple of guards just rush up, holding guns, and are just like, Stay still! Freeze! What are you doing?" As
we found a villain. Just pointing towards the tied up thing proudly.
Look, they're not actually the ones who started the fight. I can concur. They're actually the ones who are not the bad guys in this situation. I know it's hard to believe, considering it was 5-on-1. They stand down and they just basically... They stand down and walk up to him. They cuff him, and they just sort of start dragging him across the ground and back into the boat itself. The sorceress just looks at the lot of you and is like, "You're pretty strong." "Well, sort of." As she looks at Felix, who Felix, you'd have no idea why, but you went down and you have got cuts and bruises on your body that you can't quite remember where you got, because at no point did he hit you that hard to harm you. And Fletcher, you're also covered in quite a bit of damage as well.
I'm also technically unconscious.
That's true. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, this is.
Well, I think at the end of the last session we ran over to.
Yeah, we did. We just forced you to have a Felix flower.
Yeah.
No, that was Felix.
Oh, that's Felix.
Yeah.
All right.
I do remember after combat ended, we did run over to help.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. To help. Fletcher. So basically, Felix and Adrian, you two are there. Adriana runs in and just sort of says, like, I just saw him being dragged off. You won. Where's Cloak?
Oh,
Yeah.
you go to talk to the captain. He's doing cloak things.
Oh, okay.
Not to worry about him.
Are you okay, sister?
Adrian gives like a thumbs up. Did you doubt it?
No. She looks at you and just then sort of faintly smiles before then just saying, "Oh, anyway, does anyone need any help?"
Yes, I think we're all quite worn out from the battle. I don't quite know what happened. But I know I myself am not the healthiest at the moment.
Right. Fair enough. Well, what about why don't we try and get some rest, recuperate? I'm sure that this place has first aid on deck or something like that. As she looks over at the floating woman, and she just looks down and is like, "You're not a contestant, are you?" Adriana just looks at her. No, I'm not. Are you?
Adrian is very subtly going to kind of get in the way between the two. Not like directly, but enough that if needed to block anything that's going to come at them.
I'm gonna roll something. You fool, Sam. You absolute fool. Why would you do this? I can't believe you've done this. You've left me
From
no
the
choice. You've left
Stop
me
being so mean.
absolutely no choice. I wish there was another way, but there was no way.
Don't worry, I'll kill her if she tries anything.
I roll the d20 now. 2. Is that in the? No, that's in the narrator. Oh, it's fine. It's in the narrator rolls. That's fine. I got a 2. She doesn't notice that you're moving in front of her to protect her, so she doesn't say anything about it. Interesting. So, why did you bring someone with you who isn't a contestant? I am most curious about that.
I roll an insight check. See something?
What are you trying to see?
If I told her that she's my sister, she looked like the kind of person who would use that against me.
Roll insight.
She look evil is what I'm asking.
Does she look evil? Yeah, fair enough. I see what you mean. Yeah, roll for it.
Does she look evil? The 19, is she evil?
She seems like a fighter. You don't know enough about her, but she seems more like a fighter based on the way that her garb is worn. She is worn in something quite comfy looking. She does have 2 sword hilts on her belt. But other than that, that's about all she seems to have on her person. They're not even actual swords. She's floating there, and she's sort of floating backwards a bit, so she doesn't even look like she's all that interested. But she seems to be asking more out of curiosity rather than to discern a specific weakness, if that makes sense. I mean, you got a 19. She's pretty much an open book at this point.
Okay.
Because she's not trying
Just
to
making
hide.
sure.
No, that's fine. She's not trying to hide any of her intentions either, as you can also tell.
I've been screwed over before by me doing something like this.
No, that's fine.
My sister.
I guess your answer is not an unreasonable one. Why are you so tense?
For a fight, especially when another person comes in, looting swords.
Oh,
you tend to
please.
get a bit-
I'm no interest in any of you. To be honest, the only reason I'm on here is because I wanted to go on holiday. Didn't realise that Stilton would have done something like Hey! As you suddenly just hear like this horrible jolt. As this happens, I want you to roll me a survival Fletcher.
Good.
No! Wake up, Fletcher!
Damn it.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Everyone hears this as there's this weird, horrible noise that is coming from your arms, as the armbands like create a hologram, and it's like echoing throughout. As you then hear it's again Stilton, Maximilian, as he goes, "Well done, well done. You have passed. Let's see some instant replays." As then they show off a couple of the highlights of your fight, like you landing a few decent attacks, a few proper decent hits, dodging a few decent ones. There's even one where he throws a card, it goes back behind him, flings over to Adrian, and it just touches Adrian's skin and just turns into nothing. As like they're playing all of these different highlights from it. As he goes, "Well done." And then it then comes back to Stilton Maximilian. "Now I know that you, of course, did very well in this last fight. And I know that we'll be seeing a lot more of you soon. Don't worry, I hope that we'll get more entertainment. This is your first and only message that you'll be getting. If you need to hear any of the news bulletins or watch any more of these entertaining fights, why don't you check on, that's right, the armband. Good luck and Godspeed." As it just disappears. That's what I'm talking about. Stilton is a bit more of a showman than I would have hoped, and because of this, it can be a little tricky. I was kind of hoping that I could go to a land where there are strong warriors, but I could also have time and comfort away from all of this nonsense. Especially because that idiotic brute is after me.
Are you talking about... I think you're talking about...
Who else would I be talking about?
Ah! The Battle of the Century.
What are you on about?
Was it... Well, I mean, you're the Sorceress Champion, and he's the Behemoth Champion, and, like, that would be... Whoa. You know?
Well, yes, it is true that he is indeed powerful, and it is true that I am also a champion, but the other reason for it is because that he's been hunting most of us. He hasn't been able to get any of us as we have been evading him thus far. But I don't want to be in the middle of that fight. Besides, to be honest, the reason why I wanted to do this is because of something that Stilton offered us. That, and there's something else that's quite valuable here.
Would you mind telling us?
Roll me persuasion. No, actually, no. Roll me just flat charisma, actually.
Oh, boy! Oh, everybody, just don't know about this. Check out this modifier, yo!
Beautiful.
Perhaps if you weren't like looking at her like with the biggest, creepiest grin and the widest eyes that has ever been seen, she might have said something, but she just looks away and then just stares off at Adrian and just goes, "I best be leaving now. Besides, can't give away all the secrets, can I?" And then she floats on away. As she floats past Adrian and Adriana, as you guys are in the way of the doorway, as she goes past the two of you. I'll say, for the sake of levity, levity or brevity. I never know the words. Either way, for the sake of the argument, we're going to state that the lot of you actually take Fletcher off to the infirmary. If anyone else needs to go to the infirmary, you do. Whilst you're there, I'm going to say all of you at least go, just to help Felix and Fletcher. Some of you still are a little hurt, but none of you actually really have any injuries too bad to deal with. You're just pretty exhausted. The onboard doctor looks at Fletcher and Felix and just sort of she gives you guys a once over. Pretty much just says like, I can heal you for this amount of money or this amount of points, but I will heal Fletcher just enough for him to make sure that he doesn't die. But to be honest, all he needs to do is sleep this off. So she bandages him up a little, and as she's on her way, the door opens to reveal a man dressed in some very how do I put it this? He's dressed very formally. You've seen this guy before. He's the captain of the ship. As he looks at all of you, he goes, "Well, are you the ones who are the people known as the good contestants?"
We're the good contestants, yes!
Your
That's
friend, or acquaintance, the cloaked one, told me that the current man in the brig is the reason for why 3 of my men are dead and one of our civilians has perished.
Yes, yes, that's very sad.
Well, I'm not going to lie. This isn't exactly easy to say, but this kind of thing doesn't often happen, unless if it's pirates. But there is something that we should at least be aware of. We do not allow mutinies here. We have soldiers on here for a reason. But I do see that you did in fact help against the situation. I know that those bans do not necessarily justify your actions, but they do at least tell me that you are a danger to our people. It is a luxury that you are on here, not a necessity. But I actually come here because I want to thank you. That man is now in our brig because of you. So thank you. He takes off his hat and he says, "As the captain, I would like to formally invite you to a fancy dinner. How about tomorrow night? Gives you enough time to rest up and recuperate. You can have your run of the place, and of course, everything's on myself."
Sounds wonderful.
Adriana.
Adriana is just sort of just like looking at Adrian, it's like, should we get dressed up? Should we get dressed up? It's like, and he just goes, "I look forward to seeing all of you at dinner, and I also look forward to making sure that everyone else on this ship is safe. Can I count on that?"
We'll do our best.
Yes.
Thank you. And he puts his hat on, and as he's about to leave, he goes, "Keep in mind that I do understand that this is beyond our reach. We cannot stop you from fighting other contestants, nor can other people attempt to attack you. But please, if you are as good as you are claimed to be known, please do not harm anyone else on this ship. If they are asking for it, you have my permission." He then walks out. Adriana just sort of looks off, it's like, Should we go shopping? Should we go shopping?
Just like
everything's in the building. Screamed out.
Microphone didn't even register like half of that. Like,
Who blew
Yeah,
the
sorry.
dog whistle?
but
Sorry.
Fletcher isn't conscious now. He certainly is by hearing that.
I will say, like, you do wake up from that as as you hear like, as you're jolted awake. Everything hurts. But yeah, so
Oh, someone shut off my radio.
as you sort of like just inform Fletcher of the happenings of this situation, I'm gonna say that you guys take the rest of the day to recuperate, get some rest, as like it is getting sort of late-ish in the day. So on your first night in, you guys all just go to your rooms and get settled.
We don't have time for shopping spree?
Not
We'll do that for the morning.
not today, but you can do that. You can do that in the next day. This is just so that then you guys have like a nice 8-hour rest. Everyone is rested and recuperated for the next day. But also because that half of you guys are really, really badly damaged. I want to remind you, like some of you are on like less than 20 health.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Fields is on 9.
Oh
What
man.
health am I on?
What actually is your maximum health now, by the way?
111, I think.
Much more than it was.
I have a question,
Dan.
actually. I have a question about the hologram replay of our fight that we just saw. Was any of the footage of Rakia accidentally hitting her
Yes.
teammates?
But
Oh, they know.
But I will say this, like, they only got a slight snippet of it. So, I mean, unless if they want to roll history or if they want to roll perception. Although, remember, Fletcher never got to see the footage. So only
Yeah,
Felix is the
Fletcher
one who got to
wouldn't
see
bet,
it.
so it's
So-
only Felix.
Yeah.
Let me
You can-
look at.
You can attempt to roll history or perception or wisdom.
I'll do history.
Okay, roll history.
No idea.
Will you remember seeing that like 2 frames?
No.
You don't. No,
No,
you
I
don't
will
remember. No, and obviously neither does Fletcher.
I assume it's the same for watching Felix just go unconscious out of nowhere.
Yeah, like you absolutely have no idea what happened there.
Adrian remembers. Adrian was there.
Rakia, do you go off to your other room?
Yes, I do. Because, well, I think, because I'm not that badly hurt, I'm just going to tuck Fletcher into bed. Just tuck him in. Make sure he's safe. He did so well today. Did so well. And then I'm going on my secret mission. Away from the other place, just tee hee 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 hee.
Bye, lads. I'm here if you need me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pat Fletcher on the head.
So, as you go off to the room, as the room is numbered, A14, you eventually find the room in question.
I'm taking out the key that I took out in his pocket, and I'm looking around because I don't want nobody sniping my prize. So
You don't see anyone on either sides of the halls. The coast is clear.
all right, in I go.
As you walk in, the room is just a little nicer than your room. The carpet's just a little bit more vibrant, but you see that like the everything is sort of just like perfectly spick and span. Like there's not a single crinkle on anything as you walk in. As you go by, you see the table has got a bundle of different decks of cards, just all perfectly neat in a circle. You sort of go around and there's a few different things that are just splayed out like a pen, a couple of like different cards, but they don't look like playing cards. However, if you want anything else, you'll have to roll me an investigation or tell me what you want to specifically do.
Well, I'm definitely doing an investigation.
Okay,
That's
an
what I'm going to do.
investigation.
Okay, that's D20 plus. Oh yeah, I went up one as well because I've got big brain. 20.
Okay, you go around looking through the wardrobe, you just find all of these different, like, really fancy suits, ties, even like really nice cufflinks and shoes. Just everything is so neatly like folded and placed. There's not a single thing is untidy about this place. You look around at, on the sort of the bedside cabinets, and as you open one, there's just this box. It looks like a plastic sort of crate box. You're not too sure what it holds inside. It's sort of it's got a really sort of rough pattern on the outside of it, and it's sort of like got two clips to open it.
Ooh, I'm gonna take a little peek at it, just a little peek.
So you click as you click them both open and open the case, it is full of what seems to be special-looking silver bullets.
I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna take those with me. I'm gonna take all of that with the crate. It's a fancy crate, so
It's just basically it's like a little bullet case. Do you want me to tell you the exact number of the amount of bullets that are in it?
okay. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
The amount of bullets that there are in it is 24. It is just
Special
a
bullets.
small case of 24 special bullets.
Ooh. Oh, those are mine now.
As you continue looking, you see the two cards that aren't playing cards. They look like what seems to be star cards. They have some amount of money on them. And I shall roll for that now, which is first one.
We've stolen his credit card.
It basically
defeated him.
it's the equivalent of a debit card, but yeah, pretty much. That's that, and then D100
Contactless.
times 20. The one has 280 on it. And one there we go. Has 2,950 on it.
Could buy you so many dresses.
So you got
Well, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna be nice. I mean, actually, maybe I should be nice because that's not in my character. So
I mean, you definitely picked those up, I'm assuming. Like,
I'm gonna take no, without question. I'm picking those up, but I'm sure that there's like some part in in Rakia's big brain saying like, well, maybe he won't get any money for his defense, and then I realized that he's just killed a bunch of people and he hit me really hard, so those are mine now. So,
also, do you bother with the decks of playing cards?
oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm taking that. I defeated. You gotta understand, people. In my defense, Rakia is of the belief that now that we've defeated this guy who is a bad person and was very naughty, basically all of his stuff is fair game.
You now have 5 decks of playing cards.
5 decks of playing cards.
Do you just pick? By the way, do you just pick them up all of the decks, all 5 of them?
Yeah, all of them all in the satchel.
Okay. All of your like weird burlap sack.
Yep, it's just
Okay.
it's all mine now.
Pretty much you can't really find anything else that this guy had. You've taken everything other than his clothes.
Yeah, you know what? He can have his clothes. I don't need those.
He destroyed his clothes, so
Yeah.
Well, some of them, but yeah.
Well, these are.
Part, thankfully enough.
So you guys, sort of get a rest. Felix, you've got a text on your phone. Adrian, you've got 4.
I will read mine. If Felix, do you want to go first?
obviously Felix is going to read theirs.
I'll say since there's one, I'll go with Felix first. It's just all it is saying is just 10 asking whereabouts Felix is heading off next. Now that he's got his family safe.
Okay. Felix will, reply with the very straight answer of giving where we are heading.
Yeah, fair enough.
What?
On a mega ferry to the land of the sunken moon. And send. Adrian, the 4 messages that you have, all of them are from AJ, your manager, who is saying like, WTF, why are you going off to the land of the sunken moon, like at a time like this, you're blowing up, and then just said, just seen your replays, people are live streaming you right now, check out this link, send, and so, there's just this link.
Did we tell while we're going to the land of the sunken moon, and also the fact that I'm being hunted by bounty hunters?
I'm pretty sure you at least told it, because you said I want to get this thing from the Iron Fortune. Yeah, okay, we could go out to Husconia for a tour, and they'll set you up. Because he spent like hours trying to get this deal, and they're like, yeah, sure. I was like, so where are you? I was like, oh, I'm on the ferry to the land of the sunken moon. So, and then that's how you left it.
No. I remember distinctly. Me saying.
Oh yeah, he did.
My sister
It's just
being
like,
hunted
why?
by the Bounty Hunters Guild, and there's like,
Oh yeah, he said WTF.
I
Yeah,
have
he
no
said that.
words.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much like, yeah. So I mean, like, he hasn't really got much else to say about that other than like, this is such a missed opportunity. But I'll keep an eye on whatever. But yeah, he sent you a link on his last message.
Guess I'll look at it. Can I roll technology, see if I can, if I know how to get a link with this phone?
You roll technology.
You can just press it.
Oh, no, let me feel. I like feeling attack. Like Adrian being bad with technology. I want her to be bad at something. See, wait, -2. So
Oh no,
it's
you're
10.
not. Right.
10.
Okay. Yeah, you click it and it shows like you fighting alongside your team. Like you transforming into your paladin mode, the card being thrown into your face, it dissipating, you using your structure, destroying his clothes and all of his decks of cards that he had in his pockets. And also shoving a shoving a flower into Felix's mouth, and it just said "Team Player."
I'm assuming there's a lot of like team chat saying, "Whoa, like what a pervert! Look at that chest."
It's so like there's a few different comments in the comment section, and it's just like, I don't believe that this is real, blah blah blah. Oh, this is fake. All of this is fake, blah blah blah. And then there's just one just saying like, Adrian kicks ass. Can't wait to see what else she does. It's like someone just put out like, I think you mean he. Actually, and then there's just like flame wars, just like that. You've never seen this word before being shouted at someone, and all this that, and it's just awful. Like you just eventually close.
What is this, an Xbox Live party?
Jeez, that word is a lot harsher when it's in all caps.
Oof.
Well, I'll have you know that it's actually very impossible to shove that there. So it's a very small hole.
Even with my structure power, I can't do that. And then just close. That's enough technology for one day. There's
That's
a reason
enough.
I don't like it.
That's enough internet for one lifetime. As you'll eventually get some rest. For the next morning. All of you wake up eventually. And where would all of you like to head? I'll say everyone's now got their health back, and they're all at maximum health. What?
May I do one thing with Fletcher? Just go to Fletcher's room and do one thing, but dependent on rolls that I do, which
Okay.
we've talked about.
So you get up to
Alright,
you get up to his door.
All right, here we go. I'm going to do the first one.
So the first
virtue.
one is Vice. First one's Vice because I'm going
Right,
to say
oh, right, first
Vice
one's
and
Vice,
Virtue,
right?
yeah.
Okay, that's 12.
Yep.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Okay. So
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
you're just sort of standing outside the door, and you sort of about to knock, and as you do so, Fletcher, you're just now about to leave. Funnily enough.
Oh, hey, back here.
Hi.
Did you need to talk about something?
Yes, can we go in for a second?
Sure. I was actually coming to meet all of you.
Okay. So just alright, this is just closed up, make sure door's closed.
Doors closed. You sort of had to hunker down a bit because again these doors are not exactly well designed for Haskonian folk as tall as yourself.
Listen, Fletcher, yeah, I don't know if you were awake for it, but we can transfer our points and stuff to each other, naturally.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you lost your points, to, that guy. He got his band for a little bit, but then he got his band taken away by Cloak, and, well, then, I traded the cool gun for some points and a pistol with Cloak. And, well, what I'm trying to say is, I hold out my, my arm with the points, on it, and I just said, it was the same that was taken from you. Just take them.
You sure?
It's only fair.
I did lose them through combat.
Yes, but just
Both of you
do
roll
it
me
before I change my
persuasion.
mind.
Actually, hang on a sec. You can either roll persuasion or you can roll me insight, Fletcher.
Yeah, just roll insight. It's just
It's only +1, so.
Is this
just
insight?
That is insight.
You can tell that, and also you do know this of Rakia, but you can tell that this is a difficult thing for Rakia to do, to give up something that she likes. She's very material. She loves things, and she loves hoarding. Her giving these points to you as a price for something that she already paid. This is a big deal for her. And she's doing this because that she cares about you. Is there anything else that I missed there, Alex, for that?
no, it just cares about you, and just feels that it's unfair. It's like really, you just see her sort of struggling. It's like over this decision. It's not a light decision that she's making.
This is a growing moment for Rakia.
I see. You're committed to this. Normally I wouldn't just take it for nothing. But I can see it in your eyes that you're not taking no. So I'll take it. Thank you, Rakia.
I'm gonna stop talking. Let's do it.
You both grab each other's arm. You both grab each other's arm, and the points are transferred. How many are you transferring, Rakia?
It's exactly what it was. It was like 400 points, so it's the one. It's exactly the amount that Cloak gave me. So I'm back down to 101 points.
Okay, Fletcher, you've gone up to 540. Rakia, you are now down to 101.
Besides, I can always earn those back. And also,
That's true.
I've got, I've got other resources now.
Oh, do tell.
You see, I'm just presenting both the chips And because sort of like you know how you splay out like a fan with your fingers. I'm presenting the star cards, and and the poker chips that I have yet to cash in. And I'm just sort of like and just like go shh, like being a bit naughty, and it's like shh, when sharing that with, putting those back in the satchel, back in the pockets.
So, whilst you're doing that, Felix, you've now woken up. You've got another text from Dr. Ten.
Felix will read the text.
He says, the sunken moon, hey. He then just ends that sentence and then says, Tendra is currently done with whatever she needed to do here. If you would like so, she could try and come find you if you need any help with where you're going.
Let me... Felix and I are going to think about it for a bit.
Okay, we come back to Adrian and Adriana. Adrian, as you've sort of awoken and sort of getting ready, Adriana, you just hear like a very rapid, like really overly excited knock, 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 knock.
I will open the door.
It is Adriana looking overly excited and bouncing on her tiptoes as she just goes. She's just like overly hyper. She goes. So?
Shopping?
Yeah! she immediately just like jumps at you and just hugs you. It's like this is gonna be so fun.
Roll grapple.
No, don't you dare!
Roll grapple.
Don't you dare!
Like to hold her. Yeah, I'm joking.
Don't need to roll grapple to hold someone, sir. You machine.
Video games, you always have to roll.
Just suplex her after she's hugged you.
No. The warrior mentality. Ugh. Leave that weak crap at the door. I've just oh my god, I just realised something. Your initials are ABC.
Yeah!
I don't know why it's taking me this long.
You're just raising that now.
Yeah, I've only just realised that. I thought never mind. Anyway. So you head on off, the two of you to do some shopping. As you do so, Rakia and Fletcher, you guys are now coming out of your of Fletcher's room. As Adriana just before that she gets to the two of you, she just looks at Adrian and just goes, Are they a thing?
Thing? Like Adrian just kind of tilts her head in confusion.
Never mind. Hey guys! She weaves on over to you.
Rakia's just holding her arms and going, hey! Just like, shopping! Just like,
she just
being as girly as possible.
Yeah, she's just like, Adrian and I are gonna go to the shop. What are you guys gonna go do?
Well, I'm gonna go shopping too. We need some retail therapy.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna take Fletcher by the arm as well. I'm fueling these rumors in Adriana's head.
You know what's funny is that you guys didn't even actually know. I tell you what, roll me a perception, the two of you, because I'll see if the two of you actually did hear what she just said. Those two are things.
I mean, that would be very fun.
And there's just Adrian not having a clue what any of this means.
Thank God for super wisdom.
What's a thing? Aren't they?
You do, Rakia. You do hear it. But Fletcher, you do not.
I will say to Adriana, saying and if you're wondering, yes, he is my student.
She has taught me many in the way.
There is just a silence. Sorry, what were you saying, Fletcher?
I catch up and hear this. It's like, yes, she has taught me much in the way of martial arts.
She just looks back at you, Adrian, and just mouths, "Oh my god," and then just turns back and is like, "Let's go."
I mean, you can just see evident confusion on Adrian's face as to just not even understand this social concept you just walked into.
Audible confusion.
Yeah.
Too awkward for me to understand.
Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, it's a student. Why would be? Oh my god.
As you guys are going down, going down through the floors.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on. Before Fletcher's gonna be like, hey guys, do you know what I can do with these guns in my room? I really don't want them. Does anyone want one?
Do you even have to ask? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I won't be able to touch them, on this cruise because that's a no-no. But when we get to the shore, sure, I'll have a tinkle with them.
Oh, cool. I can finally get rid of them.
Actually,
have
if you don't want them as guns, I'm sure Adrian would be able to do something. Isn't that right, B?
Oh.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You helped modify my staff before. I'm sure you could just make another one.
I'm quite a good blacksmith.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah, there is something I would like you to look at later, Adrian, as well. But
What?
not right now. You can do that later.
Alright, so one gun for Rankia, and I.
Should we
can get the
check
other
on
one.
Felix?
Oh god, yeah, we need to check on Felix, make sure he's alright.
Felix, after you got up and checked your messages, what else did you go and do? Are you planning on going anywhere or doing anything?
I will say Felix probably replied just like, yes, they'll accept, obviously, Tendra coming to help if they want to.
Okay.
And then in the meantime, they're probably just going to focus on like maybe some meditation or something, just general calming things.
Fair enough.
Just wait until we knock on your room and with the loudest of knocks, like.
Yeah, They're
Are
doing
you
yoga.
okay?
Roll me
We need to
willpower.
Willpower?
Yeah, roll me willpower.
Okay. Had to quickly check, make sure I have the right modifier. Okay, a 19.
Where did you roll that?
Dice rolls 2.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. So you're sat there, crossed your legs on your bed, just thinking of just the sounds of the ocean washing over you, into you, out of you, and you are one with the water itself. A grand big Rah! As you just hear this screeching noise coming from outside of your door, as it's like bang, 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 bang. You succeed in your willpower of calming yourself and basically bringing yourself to a zen-like state. Just as then the universe basically takes a real big look at you and shakes you awake out of this moment. As
Do I need to roll nerve?
I'd say yes. Roll nerve.
Okay. Nine.
It makes you jump, and like you sort of fall off your bed as you then like stumble back up, as you still hear the banging and the screaming outside of your door.
Felix will go and open the door.
It is Rakia and gang. I say that because that Rakia was the one who was smacking on your door and screaming.
I imagine the door opens. The door opens inward, and Felix just gets like a punch in the face.
You know what? No.
Oh.
As
Just a light tap, because I realised that there's no longer door there, but I'm too fast.
as he, damn it, as he like boop him on the
Activate
snoot,
extremity whip.
bam.
Sorry.
To be honest, if it was extremity whip, the door would just not be there anymore anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you sort of
Are
like just
you
get
okay?
lightly slapped in the face.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Uh,
Good morning, everyone.
that's such a I'm holding it together voice. Oh my god. We're gonna go shopping. Wondered if you'd like to come too, and if you're okay. And I've got money.
I mean, how is Felix's suit looking?
I mean, you did get a new one recently, like just one that you often wear, but because you don't have any other change of clothes, it's not great. Especially because you got really badly damaged in the last, like yesterday. So at this point, it's like it's like kind of like frayed and tattered in certain places, and it's kind of dirty.
I'll tag along.
Gang's all here.
The
gang's almost all here.
I mean, the one that always stalks you guys is potentially around at some point. As you go on down, you eventually get to the floor, which is known as the shopping mall. You're able to go in and have a look through different types of shops. There's clothes shops, gift stores, all sorts of different bits and bobs that you can find here. You have a free roam within this plaza, if you will, as it's called, Sea Plaza.
Ooh. I think first and foremost, we're gonna go dress shopping. Shopping.
Gonna get a nice dress for Felix.
Yes, you'll get a beautiful dress for Felix. You'll look very pretty.
I want that art.
Everyone.
Felix just in a dress like, this isn't my suit. Like looking down at himself like, oh, this is a mild inconvenience.
This makes mobility a bit harder, but I'll make do.
Did you say Felix is Scottish?
A whole tartan dress. It's a kilt. It's a very long one-piece kilt.
Exactly.
Damn it. Okay, so there are two different clothes stores. One that sells more sort of masculine and male clothing in the terms of suits, ties, shirts, and so on and so forth. They have a dress shop, and then they do just have like a general shop, which is just like men, women, children, just any kind of fluidity in between. The general like clothes store, and then you actually have two specialized clothes stores. So technically, you have three clothes stores on this on this mega ship.
So I think
The
like
jackets look.
The jackets. What, the suit jackets?
Because I'm already wearing, much everything I need.
Okay. If that's where you want to go.
Hey, like you see Adrian just looking at the jackets while I'm assuming Adriana's looking at the dresses.
Oh yeah. Adriana is looking at the dresses. Yeah, she's just like her eyes like super wide as she's just looking at them, like just like face pressed against the glass.
yeah. It's like
Next to Rakia, who's also got her face pressed against the glass.
yeah, it's just brilliant. It's like let's go in.
Like the two of them just dash off into the store, as you just have Felix, Fletcher, and Adrian. Where are you guys going off to? Are you going into the sort of the sort of like more Are you going into the sort of suit store sort of thing?
I'm following Adriana just off of principle because I don't. Not that I don't trust Rakia.
But you don't trust Rakia,
But-
fair enough.
You are right. You are right.
I mean, look,
To be honest,
Rakia went
because-
off gambling and then got attacked by a guy with a gun and some weird, funky cards. I understand it.
Rakia, while trying to help us, knocked out 2 of our party.
Yeah, absolutely fair. Absolutely fair.
So, I trust Rakia to be. Oh,
Rakia didn't knock out us.
But not that
Rakia
you,
almost
not
killed
that,
us.
not that you don't know, not that you know that though. Like,
Yeah.
It's only Adrian that knows that.
yeah.
To
That's
to
why
my
I'm calling
memory,
Adriana.
way back at the beginning of the campaign, was Adrian able to fix Felix's clothes?
yes,
Yeah, Felix might just ask Adrian to do that
fair enough.
because their suit is
So
good
you coming
enough.
into the dress shop with them then?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fletcher, what about yourself?
Everyone's going into the dress.
I mean, Felix could get the clothes fixed later, so if you need someone to accompany you.
Tux.
You know, the buddy system.
The buddy system.
Yeah, definitely in this case.
I mean, hey, last time we paired up, we did very well. Good old FF.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, the
and
double
can't
F.
be stopped.
The double
Follow
F.
forever. FF.
The team 30 for all my binary gang out there.
I mean, if F is a bad score, then that means a negative, and 2 negatives make a positive, so...
Fair
Success.
enough.
Whoa.
Okay, so the FF gang goes in there, and ARA goes in the other. ARA.
ARA.
As you both separate off into your own different stores, Felix and Fletcher, the two of you go in and you are greeted by just someone sat behind a counter, just going, just sat there, sort of reading a newspaper, and he's just sort of like, it just goes, looks at you and goes, "Hello, my friends. If you need anything, just ask, and I'll be right there with you." And he continues reading his newspaper.
Okay. Well, Fletcher, do you see any outfits that strike your fancy?
As you look
Not that
around,
thing.
there's a couple of different things. Like again, you got the more traditional black tie sort of get up, 3-piece suits. You do have other coloured suits as well, but they also have just like basic stuff like also leather jackets, bomber jackets, even trench coats and stuff like that. Ties, shirts, and even different types of trousers and dress shoes.
I'm not one for buying suits. Can I get some advice from you, Felix?
Sure. Let's go take a look around, and I can suggest things I think might look good.
I appreciate it.
As you guys both go around, you just sort of, again, as I said, you sort of see all sorts of the different types, like the more traditional sort of 3-piece suits or the tuxedos, the sort of suit style things. You've got, as I said, bomber jackets. You've got just leather jackets. You've got trench coats. You've got all sorts of different things that sort of fit this kind of like these sort of different styles. As you're going through them, you're just sort of like looking at each one. There are also mannequins that sort of are like the display models and stuff, so you can actually see what they'd look like.
Oh boy, trench coat. More pockets. It was my cargo trousers. More pockets.
All of the pockets.
I mean, hey, it's resourceful.
Though I don't think that would fit the more, I guess you would say, civil diner we're going to. Any suggestions on 3-piece suits?
The main problem is I, as a person, know nothing about suits.
They look dapper as hell, says Felix. I don't know. It's really. Yeah, you can have an opinion on it. On even if you don't know something, you can still have an opinion on it. If the internet has told me anything, that is the one thing that I've learned.
Fair enough.
You have an opinion, and you have a right to express it.
Even if that opinion is based on zero information.
You're wrong anyway, because only my opinion counts.
Exactly. Wait.
Maybe like a light tan 3-piece.
That could be good.
Oh, good.
Any in the store, Joe?
Yes, there are. He goes, oh, good. You have made your decision. Now, if you wish, you can come here and pay for it, and I will have a look at exactly what you've got here, what we can work with in the terms of your measurements.
Real quick, because there's like about a month gap since like the tournament breaking up.
Yep.
Right. I don't have Felix's wallet in my inventory.
No, you don't. You have 1,027 points, which you know that you can use to pay for stuff. Fletcher,
Right.
you have 540.
I'm just trying to think logistically. Would Felix have had his wallet on him when he was at the hospital? How much money would he have had? I assume it wouldn't be.
I'll tell you what. Let's roll. Let's flip a coin. Roll a D2. I'll say 1 is a no, 2 is a yes.
Okay.
Hey!
I'm gonna say roll me a D100 times 2. So D100 star 2.
Or just put a 2 in front of the D. I think that also works.
Oh yeah, sure, fair enough. You also have a star card. It has 68 stars on it, so you basically have 68 stars.
Okay.
Does this establishment take points? I don't actually have any stars.
Sorry, 78 stars, not 68. Sorry. He goes, of course. You're looking at this new world, of course. Mr. Maximilian has done wonders for us. So I have to ask, are you going to be paying with that? As he looks at your glowing arm, even though that it's covered with a sleeve, he knows that you have a band. He does not know how much you have on it.
If needed, I can pay for it, Fletcher.
Oh no, I can't ask you to do that. You've done enough for me.
Guess we'll wait to hear the price.
You guys, as you're sort of talking to him, like you just hear the bell ringing, like as another customer comes in, and he's just sort of like the guy standing from behind sort of gets up and goes, "You come with me," as he just points at Fletcher and he just sort of like brings you over to this suit. This custom built model, I can give you a deal, but it won't be it will not be cheap, I'm afraid. My friend, it will at the very least be at least 500, maybe 600, depending on your measurements.
If it can go for 500, I will be able to afford. Over, I will actually need to probably ask for maybe adjustments to bring down the price.
Roll me a persuasion. I'm
I've never been
afraid
to
that I cannot give you just any amount of my grand store's stock. Such little amount of money. If you do not want my stock, that's fine, but I am not going to let you try and wiggle out of the price. I apologize for this terrible accent. Two berries.
I'm not exactly sure where he's from. That's the thing. I'm like,
Look, it's a different it's a different world.
I am from foreign land. Okay.
I am foreignese, eh? I could be from anywhere because this is not Earth. You sort of just hear like sort of just off in the background. It's like, hey, dude, if this will make you go any faster, can we just hurry this up? Look, I need a jacket like yesterday. If you buy his and mine, I'm fine with just, like, paying it if he's gonna get out my way. Of course, sir, I remember you have come from... Yes, I'm afraid I cannot allow you to waste my time anymore with this brilliant paying customer, and you have already wasted enough of my time. As he sort of like just pushes you aside and is like, yes, sir, how can I help you? Brilliant. So, yesterday I brought in some things and you said that the jacket would be ready today. Of course, sir, I will be right away. As he just wanders off. You see this guy for who he is. He's got like he's like wearing like a blue vested sleeveless shirt. He's like got like the best thing that I can call them is he's got like jean shorts. He's wearing flip-flops. And he's also got like the sort of tattoos on his shoulder and on his like just under his right eye that goes sort of around, it's almost similar to like a Mike Tyson sort of tattoo. He's also got a blonde mohawk, this guy. He's also wearing sunglasses, even though that it's indoors. But there's something...
Oh god, it's a Gorgon.
There's something that you notice about him more than anything else. And that is the glowing, bright blue band on his right arm.
Ooh.
Just, he's got his hands in his pockets, just waiting. Sup?
Not much. You?
Nah. Did you hear about that guy who got his ass kicked yesterday?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was there.
Yeah, some bit ate it. Just chumped it. I mean, like, who gets shot by a stray bit of fragmentation or whatever they call it?
Yes,
Man.
Wild circumstances happen on the boat, it seems.
See, I heard that he thought that there was, a contestant. It's cute. I see it. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just, there ain't no other contestants that are really all that problematic. If you know what, you know what I mean. I don't want to sound like not PC, but like all I'm saying is that everyone has a time where they're just gonna be a chump, and there are people in this world who are never gonna be a chump because they're just too good.
I get it, I get you.
Felix understands very little of what this guy is saying.
It's like, yes, fellow kid.
Just got a skateboard. Suddenly he's holding a skateboard on his back. What's up, my fellow kids? The clerk eventually brings this jacket, and he then pays for it using his armband. The numbers that you then see on his arm are as such. They go down to 41,400 points. Dude, nice. He then puts on the jacket. Oh, dude, sweet. Yep. Had a look. Like,
Looks good.
$1 million, sir. 1 million stars, in fact. You look wonderful. I know it. Sweet. Right. Little chumps. Just sort of walks out.
What a chump.
Are you going to buy anything?
Again, if you need help paying for something, I can.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be whatever I can. Whatever I go over, would you mind? Sorry.
Sounds good.
As we now come back to ARA. You guys are in.
Girls on tour. Girls on tour.
As you walk in, like you just see these you just see basically these two women. One is an elder, sort of an elder woman. She looks like to be in roughly anywhere between her 60s or early 70s. Another one, she looks like she must be around about in her 20s. As they're sort of just both talking, they look at you as you sort of walk in. The door, there is no actual door to this one. It's just like it's just a big open sort of doorway as you walk in. As you do so, they both greet you. And go, hi. What are you looking for today?
I've got like I think I've got my one arm around Adrian and one arm around Adriana, and I'm just going.
Okay. As the sort of their eyes are very wide open when you express yourself in this way. They just look at the two of you who are underneath either of her arms and just say, "Does anyone else speak Hasconian?"
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Is that what you say out loud?
Is it? No. This is what I'm saying as the meta character. Rakia has no idea what that means, and just sort of like, why would you need to speak Hasconian?
Oh, you can speak. Oh, sorry. We didn't know that you also spoke Beaten. Sorry. We didn't understand what you said. We sorry. We assumed that because of they both look at each other like just how do we get out of the situation?
Why do people keep saying that? I'm from Glantree. Everyone. Do I have an accent? Don't I have an accent?
The elder woman just looks at you and says, "Oh, don't worry, darling. It happens. To be honest, it's just your complexion. They think that you're from Hasconia. It's honestly, it's more of a compliment than it is anything else. But you say that you're from Glandrine. Come with me. Let's talk. I myself am not from Glandrine. I am from Collegium, but I am also a small island girl. So come on, let's have a look." As she ushers you in.
I just Arakia's first experience of probably not her first experience of racism, but she's like, pretty dresses. Let's go for the pretty dresses.
The funny thing is, they just didn't understand what you said, so they assumed that what you said was in the language of your race, but you're not from there. So it's that just like they just roped you in with oh yeah, you have a different body type. You must be this particular person. So
like that.
It's
how it is.
Accidental racism at its finest.
Accidental racism at its funniest, yes.
Oh no, Did I just do a racism? whilst that's going on, Adriana just sort of like speaks to the younger clerk. So, do you have anything that the two of us could get matching? My sister and I have similar body types, and we were just hoping that we'd be able to get something matching because we're going to have a dinner with the captain tonight. The store clerk just looks at her, just like, I don't want to believe you, but I also don't know why you'd lie about that when we're all on the same boat. And she just looks at you, and then just goes, well, you must have friends in high places. Follow me. As she then ushers you over to like these sort of bright dresses. So what kind of colours are you hoping for? Lights, darks, a mixture, or are you looking for something frilly or sensible? Are you looking for something large, or are you looking for something small? Adriana just looks at Adrian. What would you like to dress up in?
Yeah. You could just tell, just kind of like looked off into the distance for a brief moment at this, and his head brought back like, hey, about that? What?
She just looks at you like, but, well, I was just saying that we should get dresses together, and we'll go in matching outfits.
Of course. What would you like to wear?
So he sort of just like asks the store clerk to have a look through like the large selection that they have as they're going through. We come to Rakia. Rakia, you've sort of been shown all sorts of different dresses. Like, so as I can see with something that you have here, you have a lovely sunflower dress. Is that it?
Well, these are this is sunset dress, and I have one with cherries and more flowers. Yes, but just making loads of noises, considering.
Well, what are you buying this for? What are you looking for?
Something fancy, something special.
I think I've got just the thing. We don't often get girls of your particular heights and sizes. You actually have something going for you quite well. I'm afraid we don't have anything of women of your length. But that doesn't mean that we can't improvise. She scurries off. And she comes back.
She's getting down the curtains in the next room.
you just suddenly hear... No. What happens is she comes back in holding this largely folded up piece of cloth. She then places it out, and it's a large black dress. She goes, "This was designed for someone of roughly 6'5". Now, this is actually supposed to be a long dress for someone of that particular height. For you, my dear, this could actually be quite a short dress. It's based on your height and measurements of what I can already see, this would go up to your knees.
Oh, a little bit daring. I like it.
Yes, although this is possibly one of the nicer ones because of your She then takes your current organic hand, and she goes, due to your complexion, greys are best fitted with. Greys and pale whites are best fitted with darker tones. So what you want in this particular fancy situation is that you want to have a nice pure black dress. You'll stand out, and it also complements your hair as well, since you have a darker complexion of hair. This would work out for you quite well.
Ooh, I see. Well, I'll try it on, and I'll see.
Very well. She gives it to you, and you sort of go off to a changing room. whilst that's happening, Adriana, Adrian, you're just, are you just sort of like spacing out at this point, or?
Adrian's trying to pay attention, but it's not something Adrian really knows anything about. Adrian is not a dress person.
Eventually, there are 3 dresses that Adriana picks out, and it's like, I just don't know which one to pick. As like there are three different ones just splayed out onto this big sofa, which is like, like really.
It looks most wasp-like.
There is like a very light, summery yellow sundress.
What about that one?
Yes. That I was hoping that you picked that one. You don't even need an insight for this. That like she didn't even know that you were going to pick.
Oh.
No, not as in she didn't want you to pick, but as in like she sort of told a fib. It's like, I knew you'd pick that one. No, she didn't. She takes it back and she goes, "Oh, I'm afraid we don't have 2 of those. We actually only have 1, I'm afraid. Oh, but I was really hoping that my sister and I could wear the same type of dress so that then we'd be matching. I understand that. What I can do is we can have a look and see what else we have. We have a rather large silk dress, the same size, but it's more of a silvery kind of colour. It's a special type of silk that was designed by a fashion designer who makes all of their own parts. He is Arac Noir, as he is known as. An Arac Noir dress is very lovely. It's very well designed, made out of actual spider silk, durable as anything, and amazingly comfy. Adriana just looks at Adrian, just looks at you and just goes, "Well, it's the same shape and size, and if it's a silvery colour, that could be quite nice for you."
You wish. Then that we won't be confused.
She goes, "Okay," and then she just immediately hands her a star card of her own. She then says, "Okay, that'll come up to 1,800 stars. Okay, and there you go. The dresses are yours." She takes the 2 dresses, and then she gives you your one, which has a coat hanger and like a little sort of casing around it. Not case, sorry, a bag around it, so that then it doesn't get dirty or dusty. And she also has the same one for hers. She goes, "There we go." As you now walk out, Rakia, from the you now walk out from the dressing room, and you are in this black dress. It's a sleeveless black dress. It fits around your body quite well, but it actually comes up to just above your kneecaps.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously you're like 3 meters tall. You're a giant, and you know this is that thing. As you're sort of looking at that, all of the you know, like all of the 3 you know, Adriana and the 2 clerks, they're looking at you and they are like, "You are very tall."
Oh, ow! Wow, you look tall.
No, like that's the facial expression. Like, you are very tall. Like, it's because obviously you despite the fact that you are almost always like slouching a bit, and at this point you're like standing straight up, and they see that you are very tall, and it is quite intimidating.
I mean, whereas Adrian is just like, oh, that's quite nice.
Adrian, yeah, no, it does look very beautiful on Rakia, as both of the store clerks sort of like give little claps, as they're like, it's wonderful.
I just like, I've got to get it. I've got to get it.
As you sort of just hear like how much is this? Adriana then says to the clerk, "Oh, darling, this is 800 stars for this wonderful masterpiece."
I'm just going to like go with Adriana, because I could anticipate that she's going to try and pay for it, and I'm just going to slide one of my new star cards.
800 is removed from the 2,000 and something hundred.
Yeah.
Is it 2970? Or is it 2950?
Yeah, it's 2950. So
okay, so it's now 2150. It's 2,150.
Where's my pencil gone? I've gone and lost my pencil.
The
Damn
travesty. As you now have
I
a
cannot-
fancy short black dress. Adriana, you have an Iraq Noir spider silk dress. A silver spider silk dress.
I found it. I found my pencil. The saga is over.
As you're paying for it, you then just hear like a wolf whistle from outside.
The Thatcher.
As the as the lot of you look out, you just see this guy standing there, leather jacket, jean shorts, sunglasses on, as he's sort of peeking down them, as he's got like one hand over them, peeking down at them, and he just goes, and he's clearly staring at Rakia, and he goes, "Now that's a woman."
Just the Rakia is like,
You all three of you very easily notice something about the this guy who's wearing this jacket. As this leather jacket is sleeveless, you see that he has a blue glowing animite band on his right arm.
Here we go.
He goes, he sort of walks in slightly to the store, and he goes, "Now, if I was to say that you are looking mighty fine," I don't know why I've changed his accent. No, I don't even remember his accent. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with Australian. I'm now gonna go. Now gonna go with Australian.
we're committing to Australian now.
Tubular dude. There we go. Thanks. He goes. Now, if I don't say so myself, I say that is one fine woman. You're looking nice, girl. You then just see Adrian sort of lean over to you, Adriana lean over to Adrian and just say, Is that a blue band on his arm? I think it's an Animite band. I think he's a contestant.
Does it look like he's about to attack us?
Roll insight. Only Adrian, because
I asked.
Because someone's getting flooded.
It definitely looks like he's about to attack.
You cannot tell. I mean, he looks like he's attacking already. If you know what I mean, he looks like he's laying on the charm.
Got that charm offensive.
His douche charm.
He's doing that thing that Adrian has seen many times, but he doesn't understand why people do it. Confusing part of social etiquette.
Rakia, I'm going to ask you to roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, because I'm giggling. I'm not used to this much positive attention.
You've also got your band probably showing very obviously with that dress on.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's how
That's
17.
I can't math.
It's, yeah, 17. So as as you sort of giggling and just sort of doing that, he puts out his hand and to sort of like go to shake yours, like he goes, "My name's Bruce."
Bruce. I just shaking her hands, not still like going, I don't know how to deal with this positivity right now.
He then goes and he then kisses your hand. Roll me a nerve.
I think we all know what's going to happen here, folks. How much? Oh yeah, that's still a -3. Oh god.
You are like he's laying on the charms, and there's nothing. You don't see anything bad about this guy, even though he like so far the other two women seem to be relatively just sort of like nonchalant or even quite repulsed that this guy is in this shop. But maybe that's because they're jealous, to be honest. That you're getting all of this good attention.
I just want to go to Rakia and say, honey, no. Honey, no.
He's not good for you.
You're better than that, girl.
As you take notice of what he's doing, and in fact you are loving it. You notice that he does have a blue band on his arm, and it does in fact say 41,400 points.
Ooh, that's a big load of points.
He just looks at you and he goes, "Now, don't tell me that you don't like a guy with a big load." Of points.
Are we getting a new party member because of this?
He ain't no good. He ain't no good, Connor. I mean, we know that.
I'm new at this. I don't often go on these kind of things. I just want to say that all of this that's going on right here is just sort of like with his hands scanning up and down you, and then just sort of like moving his hand back and forth towards both him and yourself, and he goes, all this chemistry. I'm not used to it. I'm just seeing this for the first time. I gotta say, I'm liking it. How about you hit me up?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to hit you. I quite like you.
Don't worry, darling. What I meant by that was, why don't you come check me out later?
Okay. Yeah. Where? How? Where?
Don't worry, I'll find you. He then places his sunglasses back over his eyes properly, and he walks on out. Should we?
The simultaneous sighing. It's like, oh, that's.
Adriana just looks at Adrian and goes, "Should we tell her?"
What?
Never mind. As you guys have paid for your things, and you've been hearing like squilling and squawking, Fletcher and Felix. The suit is 500. He does the measurements for Fletcher. You fit within the criteria for him not to have to adjust it. For it to actually be able to fit you quite perfectly, as a matter of fact. So he doesn't have to adjust it, therefore the price stays at 500 stars.
That is perfect for me. I have all the points to afford that.
Okay, that will put you down to 40.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I gave you those points. Jeez.
Okay. You're now down to 40 points, Fletcher. But you now have a dapper tan suit. As you walk out with your new suit in tow, but not on. The lot of you walk out and you meet up with the other three.
I just want to be the first to say Rakia ain't taken off that dress. That is now her lucky dress.
Fair enough.
She's met the love of her life.
I reckon you mean the getting lucky dress.
Yeah.
Felicity be looking down upon you tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. As
love getting lady tonight.
Bloody hell. Adriana just says, it seems as though that you've got something. Oh, Felix, you didn't want anything from the shop?
Yeah, I was going to ask Adrian to possibly just fix up my suit again.
If you want, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's...
What is Felix wearing right now?
Felix is wearing his dirty, ruined suit.
Can I just kind of touches his arm and fix it immediately and get rid of the dirt?
Yeah, sure.
So go to the dice roll chat for this. So
you fix
There
it,
you go.
but it does not remove the dirt. It is now fixed, but it now needs to be cleaned.
I'm sure there's a laundry.
roll
mat
again
in this.
to clean the dirt.
Sadly, you can't, as you are missing the one ability that you need for that, which is precise separation.
Oh.
Yep.
You forgot to add the bleach.
It's because
I
that
think
you took the other level 10, so you can affect larger areas, but you can't be precise on how they separate two different things. Which dirt from stuff like that is actually quite tricky to do. But that's okay because it can still be washed. And yes, there is a laundrette there.
Hey, I'm just gonna go over, in my stunning new dress, and I am going to give the 280 star card to Felix.
Oh,
You now have a star card that has 280 stars.
That should cover it, hopefully.
I mean,
Don't-
I don't think laundry's going to be that expensive.
I don't know. This is a very fancy ship.
Everyone
anyway.
knows that is true.
How many stars was this?
280 stars.
1,800 for a dress.
It's 1,800 for both yours and hers to get it together. To be fair, most of that price came from your dress, Adrian.
Oh no, Adrian feels even worse now.
Yeah. Although it does look very pretty.
No, even worse.
I'm just sort of like, can I insight, Adrian, whether she's, feeling, this the weight of feeling worried and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll insight.
15.
I'm worried about what?
I'd say
the dress price.
I'd say roll nerve, Adrian, because obviously you don't want to make it feel, you don't want to show it too obviously, do you, to your sister that you feel guilt.
No, you feel guilt.
No.
You're like, no.
Adrian's got the sweats. Got the oh no sweats.
And you
Sweats.
can tell that she is not happy. She feels really bad, and it's more likely to do with the fact that her dress costs so much. Since you got a 15, I was going to say if you got under a 10, you would have incited it, and it would have just been like, or under a 15, it would have just been like, oh no, she feels really bad that I got the guy and she didn't. But in this set, it's like, no, it's not that. It's because of that dress was so expensive. Her dress.
I'm like, I'm okay. Rakia about to do, some sisterly stuff, or at least what she believes is sisterly stuff. It's like, hey, Adrian. You deserve nice things. You do. And hey, don't worry about the price this time. It's it's fine. We're all good. We're all going to look fantastic. It's going to be amazing. And hey, from now on, I'll help out. With the, and I've got the I just sort of flash my star card with more there. There he is. So listen, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Felix is just going to be looking confused at where Rakia got all this money from.
If anyone wishes to, they could obviously ask Rakia.
Thank you, Rakia.
Now I saw you looking at some jackets.
No, I think enough has been spent on me today.
Oh,
As you guys are talking, someone bumps into Adrian, like proper shoulder barges Adrian. Roll me either Dex or Grapple.
Can I ask who I'd be grappling?
You're not
me.
grappling someone, you're just rolling Grapple. Or you can just roll base Dex.
I'll roll to grapple. Or not, I will fall head first onto the ground.
You don't fall head first onto the ground, but you drop your dress onto the floor. As someone, boom, hits you, shoulder barges you, knocks it out of your hands as it falls to the floor. It's like, out of my way.
Hey!
The guy keeps walking.
Oh, he does he?
He does.
Oh, he does. Oh, does he?
He's gotten about 3 meters so far.
Well, that's in my move
kind of,
speed.
Adrian will just lean over, get the dress, and then just straighten up, and just kind of roll the shoulder.
Me and Rakia don't think so.
No, I'm
That's
right.
just the thing that happened. Let's not over.
Just that. Well, you say that. Actually, can I roll to see if I even?
Do you make an argument for this before any of them do anything, Adrian? Do you say anything? Because they're obviously saying hey and stuff.
Adrian doesn't expect him to get violent. Adrian just kind of leans over, picks the dress up, and just kind of, stoic in this regard. It wasn't a fight, it was just a shove. It wasn't anything violent.
Okay.
It wasn't to Adriana, or else he'd be on the floor.
Well, I'm not much liking that guy.
Anyone want to say or do anything like? Does anyone say this? He's now 5 meters away.
Well, I'm taking it. Well, you know what? Yeah, with my arms. And my arm's long enough to just, like, just tap him on the shoulder. Hey! It's very rude.
You walk about like 3 meters and you tap him on the shoulder with your long ass arm. He then turns around. You see this guy. He's quite furry. He's bulky as heck. And you actually didn't realize it until just a second ago. He's actually got 6 arms. He's wearing a tank top that can suit 6 arms. And he's just looking at you, and he just basically looks almost like he's got like a short, stubbly beard, and then you realise, oh no, his most of him is covered in hair. And he's looking at you like, what?
You were very rude.
I was
Watch
rude?
where you're going.
Why don't you watch where you're going, taking up the entire space?
Well, why don't you walk around us then?
Oh, please. All of you guys were standing out in the front. None of us could get by. I was just showing you your goddamn place.
Oh, really? What's our place then?
You then just see, like, someone grabs him on his shoulder, and you just hear a voice go, "Why don't we settle this down, friend? After all, it was just a misunderstanding. My friends and I were just trying to get by today." As it's Adriana holding his shoulder. He looks over.
Oh.
What did you just say to me? Well, he doesn't say in that accent. What did you just say to me? I said it was just a misunderstanding. Why don't we just deal with what we have now and say we're sorry? I don't think you understand. I don't want to say sorry. And I am now going to roll something.
He's going to punch her. Adriana is immediately going to go for the defense of Rab. Immediately going to go protect the girl.
He is about to turn around and sort of like shove her off, as then suddenly he then suddenly just goes ah, as he suddenly cramps up, and he then just goes to the ground whilst her hand is still on his shoulder. He seems to be in an intense amount of pain as his 2 other arms start sort of shrinking into the underneath of his ribs and armpits as he's like he loses all of the bulk that is within his body. The fur seems to retract back into his skin, and the sharp fang-like teeth that he have suddenly turn into ordinary white pearly whites. He seems to be in a great deal of pain, and she still has hold of him as he's now sort of like crumpled slightly onto his side as she's still holding onto him.
And he's just going to kind of like...
He's in so much pain, he's also drooling a bit.
He's just going to kind of like gently pull her hand off of him.
As you do so, you then see him just go ah! As then his arms just shoot out of his armpits again, fully formed and regrown, and then again, like you see slowly the hair starts to return on his face and on his arms as his teeth begin to sharpen again.
How about you just go back and continue on with our day?
I think that it's necessary that you understand. My sister meant nothing by it. You seemed to have a problem. Remember, people don't need to learn their places if you're the one who are putting them in theirs, right? Or perhaps you've just found your place.
Oh.
What did you do to me? What did you do? I just showed you a life without your powers. Perhaps you should make sure that you look at every single day as if it's your last. Now, please, leave me and my sister alone, because I'm sure that was just merciful compared to what she can do. Oh, and this one who needs to learn her place? You'd be sorry if she even slapped you. You'd be lucky as much. Now leave us alone. You're freaking crazy. He, gets up, scampering, and then just immediately starts running.
And I'm just Rakia's just going you go, girl. Oh.
She bursts into this sudden panicked breathing. Oh, that was so scary. Whew.
Oh, you did wonderfully, darling. That was amazing. Oh, you see his arm? He had 3 arms, and he was gonna, back in there. Oh.
That was close. Honestly, it's a good thing that I was able to pull that off. That's not an easy trick to pull.
Whew. Glad you're not a contestant. You'd be scary.
Yeah.
She's just kind of staring slightly in awe. She's never seen her sister do anything full on take someone down.
Oh.
On the bright side,
That's
despite the fact that it was that way, it's a good thing that he was a physiology user of different powers. If he wasn't, it wouldn't have been such a painful experience. All I did was just suppress his powers and revert his body back to just before his body took that transformation. Since that his body is permanently supposed to be that, because I'm assuming that his body mutated, I pushed the mutation back, which caused him to turn back into his original form before his powers took over like that. Hence why it was such a painful experience. All of you roll me power knowledge except from Adrian, because you already know what her power is.
Did well, you showed her.
Power knowledge.
Power knowledge.
I have a 10, 2 berries.
Two goddamn berries.
Chug.
Also a 10.
Okay. Rakia and Felix. Rakia, you. There's two things this could be up until you hear what she said. Because at first you were thinking, oh, that's nullification. You just nullified him. But, the way that she explained it, she has superpower manipulation. Felix, you also know this to be a thing because, again, you've been around a guy who's had nullification for a while now. And, quite frankly, the way that she explained it, it also sounds like superpower manipulation. She hasn't said it or confirmed it, but it sounds like it. So both of you are sort of in this sort of thing. That's the closest thing that you can think of, if she has it.
Just in awe. It's wow, this girl's awesome.
Mind me never get on your sister's bad side, Adrian.
Anyway, Adrian.
This looks pride. Just pride.
Adrian, where were we? Jackets.
Jackets. Yeah, what kind of jacket do you want, Adrian? If you want a jacket, I should probably say.
I mean, Adrian's just kind of going with spend too much on me already. You're the kind of
I would shush. We're gonna be no, I'm shush. Rakia's paying. Shush.
Adriana just says, if any of the rest of you need to go off and do something before tonight, you probably should go and do it. Quite frankly, I wouldn't mind going to the spa for about an hour or so beforehand. But if anyone else wants to meet up, I was thinking of potentially going to the arcade just before.
Oh, sure. I feel lucky tonight.
What
My
about
lucky dress?
What about yourself, boys? As she then looks off at Fletcher and Felix.
Well, I'm gonna go put this thing through the wash. And then I think I might just do some meditation.
I heard that the gym has a really good training room, or I guess you could always try and train in the spa. Meditation is very good in place of relaxation, I guess.
That's true.
And what about yourself, Fletcher?
I actually probably will go back to the gym. I never actually got to do much there last time.
That's fair enough. Well, let's get my sister a jacket, and then let's get going. If you two wish to head off to your respective places, the gym and are you going back to your room, the spa, or the gym, Felix?
Wherever the laundry machines are.
Fair enough. Yeah, you can head off there. Fletcher, I'm assuming you're going to the gym.
Well, don't drop the 3-piece suit back off first, and then I'll head to the gym.
Yep, that's fair enough.
Felix, do you have any other clothes besides your jacket? Because, like your clothing that you're wearing now, because you're not. You're just gonna be like wearing your tidy whities or something as you wait for them to dry off.
Pretty much.
I'm sure Felix has like undershirts there.
A vest and
Long johns.
A vest and just a pair of, like, as you said, tighty whities.
Hey, we offered to buy him clothes. You didn't want any.
It's best to ration our money.
He goes to the general store and he just gets like another pair of like boxers and then a shirt that just says "The Big Daddy on Campus."
I mean, surely it must be like
it's just
a
some
Primark.
It's just some like pajama pants and like a really silly T-shirt.
I now want that art. I just want Felix to just be wearing like a t-shirt that has like some silly phrase on it or something.
Oh shit, my mom.
Beta boy, alpha dad.
Oh my god. Is this the horny on main episode?
No, it's not yet.
Yeah.
We have more planned.
Hey, we got to the party yet and got drunk.
Anyway, so you guys go into the store. Did you want to get a jacket? You said.
I mean, if Raki is going to force it upon Adrian, then yes.
Yes, I am. It's sort of like because I feel, Raki feels like she owes you, and like she saw you looking at those jackets.
Okay, so what did you want? Did you want like some kind of leather jacket or a suit jacket? Did you want a trench coat, bomber jacket,
a yellow jacket?
Probably just like a suit jacket.
Yeah, a suit jacket. What kind of color would you like with your suit jacket?
Probably black.
Fair enough.
Black with yellow trim.
Yes.
Black with yellow
That's one of
trim.
them there.
Yeah, they have one of those. They asked that's for
Time
about
to get Coin to commission this now.
150 stars, basically, just to get that. 'Cause it's on its
okay,
own.
100%. 150 stars. That is perfect. I'm slapping that money down. That's for you.
Adriana then says, "All right, Rakia, let's be off."
Away.
Let's be off.
Boo. Fletcher,
Wasps, damn it!
Fletcher, you're off to the gym. Felix, you're off to, I guess, stay in the laundry room for a while in your tighty whities.
Yeah.
Unless if you do want to get some jammies, or like something that you can wear like temporary clothes.
Is there just like a towel or like a bathrobe?
Yeah, you can get a towel, or you could get like a dressing gown if you'd want to buy one.
Felix is Hugh Hefner.
I think Felix will just buy some like simple pajamas,
Yeah, fair enough.
whatever we can find.
The tweed pajamas. As you head off and pop your clothes that are now fully reconstituted by Adrian, as they are now going through the wash. Fletcher, you now are in the gym, the Gime. As you go in, you're sort of looking around. Obviously, the same guy who greeted you last time greets you this time. Just says, "Hi,
Hey.
you know, is there anything that I can help you today?"
Any speed bags free? I want to work on my hand-to-hand.
Right this way, and he just points you off to it.
Nice.
Roll me perception.
1 perception check. Coming right up.
You are just speed bagging it.
Yep.
I guess roll me some hand to hand or martial arts.
Hey!
Awesome. So you start training for a little bit. You're just going back and forth. Getting the rhythms in and everything whilst you're doing that. A couple of people sort of like notice you, and they're sort of just trying to get on with their own work. You're 100% focused. That you're not even really paying attention or paying much notice on or of anyone. Felix, whilst you're sort of sat there waiting for the washing machine to go, you just see a few people like come in, pop their stuff in. They stare at you for a few seconds and then just like walk out.
Okay.
Adrian and Adriana, the two of you are like, well, Adriana is really excited, and the reason that you know this is because she says, "I'm really excited to go on this dinner. I mean, we get to have dinner with the captain of the ship." I mean, yeah, it's because that you saved a bunch of people because some guy was attacking us, but I mean, still, like, getting recognized, hey? Just staring at Adrian, expecting some kind of big thing.
Sorry. I'm glad you're happy.
Come on. Like, this is us. We're able to have fun, and you said that you wanted to do this for us, but isn't there a part of you that just enjoys this? You do something that you're good at, and people enjoy you for it.
Is Raki still with us?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say Rakia's in the bathroom.
yeah, I'm just, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror, just like, yeah.
Checking yourself out.
You know what?
The stress.
You know what? I see it. I see what Bruce sees in this.
Yeah, I'd do me.
and it now turns sinister.
Oh God!
But yes, Rakia is a little preoccupied to be hearing your conversation.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Don't be.
Oh,
This
I'm
is
so
funny.
glad this has happened. This is so good. Alright, back into character. Yeah, it's I like doing it.
Like, what do you think about doing? Like when we think about this, like it's going to take ages for the hive to be built, and it's going to take a lot of time and money, and I mean then there's the royal jelly. Mother wasn't exactly explicit with too many of the orders. Well, like she was a little too explicit when she was training all of us. But it's going to take time. And I want you to know that you can do something that isn't just always be my guardian. I mean, if you haven't noticed, we haven't got a hive. I'm not even a queen.
You are a queen. You're my queen.
Roll me a charisma.
My +2 charisma.
Let's see if this goes off well or if she thinks that it's cheesy.
It goes well.
It goes well. I'll allow it. She just like puts her hand on yours and she goes, I trust you. You know that, right?
Yes.
And you can trust me. I'm not going to leave you. And we're not going to give up on the hive, but you have to know that you are more than just my guardian. You are a separate person. You are allowed to be that, you know that.
The royal decree, you are allowed to be that.
My royal decree is that you have to... Yeah, no, it doesn't say that. Now, let's get these dresses on, and let's hopefully see that Rakia hasn't still got her doomy eyes on.
Yeah, Adrian's still slightly worried, mostly because there's already been one fight on this thing.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair, to be honest.
That's why Adrian's just kind of... she wasn't really on edge before, but now she kind of is.
It's like Rakia comes out the bathroom, refreshed, stunning. You know.
You then see Adriana, like in her yellow dress, poofy at the bottom a bit, but no, sorry, not poofy at the bottom, but a bit slender from top to bottom, and she's also wearing some sort of like little pumps. It's like,
Ooh.
she's like sort of like showing herself up. Like she's even done her hair in a specific type of sort of bun, and then she goes, "Wait until you see this." B, come on.
Jin walks out. Oh, sorry.
No, go on. I was gonna say, I'll let you say this.
Okay, like, looking a bit self-conscious, actually, believe it or not, out of all the times. Mostly because she's not used to showing off her shoulders, her arms.
I feel so exposed. A weapon could just go in there.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. So you're. Are you? Yeah. So the main description I will give for this is it is a silverish dress, shining and shimmering splendor. Made out of this perfectly beautiful. It's almost like as if it's like a liquid silk. A liquid silver that is just wrapped like and formed into the shape of a dress. It is quite shiny, but it looks metallic. Wow, that's incredible. You know what? It does actually suit you, I guess. I mean, you're supposed to be a knight, and look at you. You've got a dress that looks like as if it's made of metal.
Little dress.
I guess.
I know.
I
I know this is out of your comfort zone, but look, the three of us are all in dresses. We're going out today, and we're going to have a good night.
Hell yeah! God, you look. You know, you deserve nice things. Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
As we now come
I'm just
to
imagine you just like poking Adrian in the nose, or like
Yeah.
treat
yourself.
yourself. As we
like,
now
as
come
if Adrian's a
to
bad dog or something.
Felix.
Yes. Yeah.
Felix, are you? So you've now got your suit. It's all nice, dry and clean. Dry and clean. Where would you like to go? Gym, back to your room, or spa?
I'd say, given meditation, it's like, oh, you gotta, complete silence, or so. I'd say either the room or the spa. Just whatever seems like, oh, I could be comfortable here.
Either you would be relatively quite comfy. It would just be up to your discretion as to which one you'd like to go to.
I think Felix will stay in his room for the meditation.
So, Adriana just says to Rakia and Adrian that she wants to go out to the spa for a couple of hours because it's quite some time away still until until the dinner. So she wants to go to the spa for a couple of hours and then go to the arcade for a few hours. It's now been around about an hour so far. So she's just basically like, okay, so why don't we go to the spa first, and then we'll go to the arcade, and then we'll try and meet up with the guys, and we'll try and have a have a good time, with the captain and so on and so forth. So she's creating an itinerary. Does anyone object to this, or does anyone wish to add to the itinerary?
Well, that's the thing. I'm going, because I did want this session to buy some books and stuff for various things, but I could always do that tomorrow if we have time. How many days of the cruise do we have?
You're currently on the second day, so you've still got like another 2 at most.
Well, that's fine. We can just do spa and stuff. That's fine.
But at the same time, if you want to state this out, she's like, yeah, we could have time for that. We could add that, so it'd be like about like 5 hours of doing stuff, and then we'll go off to 2 hours of doing stuff. Go shopping for about an hour. Go out to the mall, do whatever. Then go out to the arcade for a couple of hours, and so on and so forth. So then we spend about 5 hours before doing that.
Oh, awesome. Oh, yeah. I'll state that, and also state that I should probably cash in my chips because I don't plan on gambling anymore. The vibe has changed in that casino.
Adriana looks at Adrian and then looks back at you and just goes, "Fair enough."
You could join us playing at the arcade.
Yeah. As the three of you guys go off,
Sure, you'd be the king of fighters.
As the three of you go off to the spa, Felix, you have been there for about I'd say like you've been there for about like 30 minutes, so you're coming up to the point of the hour mark, near sort of staying there. Roll me. I'm gonna say, roll me. Oh no, not the spa. Sorry. You've been in your room. Roll me a willpower.
Okay. 17.
Awesome. You can roll it 2 more times.
Okay. The second one is an 18, and the third one is an 11.
Nice. Okay, since you got an 18, you can roll it. I'd say you can roll it another 2 more times, but that'd be the lot that you'd spend, as you have now spent 5 hours meditating.
Okay. A natural 20.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
So you have now gained 1 level. You are now level 1 in Willpower Path of the Mind. Proficiency.
Whoa!
I still have one more.
Yes, you do. You can roll another one.
It's another 11.
So you'd be 20 XP out of 100 in level 1. So it means that like you'd be 80 XP away from getting to level 2 in Willpower Path of the Mind. And we'll sort out like whatever technique that you want to come up with later. So you've basically been spending about 5 hours in there sort of training. We come to Fletcher. Fletcher, what kind of thing are you doing? Are you still doing the speed bag, trying to build up hand-to-hand and stuff?
Yeah, if I'm still there or asked to move, I probably would have went to a punching bag just to, try harder punches.
Yeah, sure. I'll say roll me hand-to-hand.
And hand once more. Okay, 15.
Okay, roll me 2 more times.
Five. And D20. Oh, doing well.
Nice. You can roll it 2 more times now. Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've gained another 30 XP on top of the 10 that you gained from the last success that you got.
Good eating.
So as you've sort of been like going through it over and over again, eventually you get sort of stopped by someone. You recognize this guy. He's the dude who basically budged and sort of shoulder barged Adrian. It's like, hey, you were with that group, right?
It depends on why you're bothering me.
Points
But
at the,
yes.
he points over at he just basically points with one of his 6 arms.
Mm-hmm.
Do you follow where he points?
Sure.
You look over at a TV as the TV is showing a fight with Adrian and a few other different opponents. As basically it's a talk show, as 2 people are like just sort of sat there. As like it's like, hi, I'm Bob Mike, and this is Todd Harrington, and we two are we like to see what is exactly going on in these particular sports of the events of the American Championship Games. Sorry, the Crucible of Avarice, it's now called. Todd, how are you feeling about this? I gotta tell you, Todd. I gotta tell you, Bob, it's not exactly going too well. Most of these guys are absolutely creating an incredible carnage that just has never been seen before. However, one particular person has stood out above all the rest. A Vespa form by the name of Adrian B. Crawford. They have been demolishing the competition left, right, and center, but they have suffered a few losses. Oh, really? Well, I actually have a few picks myself, Todd. I'll show you. Over here on the board, we actually have someone who's, quite frankly, interesting to me, but is also quite odd. A cloaked man going by the monicum of Talos. Now, we all know that Talos was the man 20 years ago, right? The villain. Show some footage of the villain. Yeah, that guy right there. Gravity user? Yeah. Evil bastard. Haven't seen him in almost 15 years, if not more. But this guy, why is this guy who's cloaking himself, calling himself Talos? Nobody knows. But I will say this, not a single victory has this man got that a single person has questioned. Like, not a single one. I mean, check this out. He's beating this Huskonian girl instantaneously into the ground. He is demolishing people, and he has not even, to our knowledge, lost a single fight. So far, Bob, we have not seen a single loss for this guy. But of course, we have recently seen him go up against someone alongside his team. Adrian is also on this guy's team, Talos. They seem to be alongside a couple of others. Mr. Felix Fatigue, a Fletcher, Motatame, and a Rakia. They seem to be doing quite well in this fight, however it is 5 against 1. He seems pretty damn strong. Up until this moment. Play the clip. You see, Adrian is using their incredible abilities. I didn't even know that they had this. The power of structure to completely destroy all of his weapons and his clothes, therefore rendering his defensive capabilities almost useless. Although he does pull out a gun nearing the end of this fight, it doesn't seem to be able to do too much against Adrian's incredible mineral-like armored skin. I mean, you just don't see this that often. A fighter as balanced as this, and a team as well fleshed out as this, to be honest. Bob, I think that we've got a pretty good set of winners right here. Well, actually, Tom, I'm thinking about... And then you just pull, just pulls over. So you guys are actually contestants then, huh?
Yes, don't care to put it out in the open. We're just trying to get to the land of the sunken moon. Do you have a problem with that?
I have a problem with you guys calling yourself contestants of a tournament. You think that you're all that... Huh? What, big man just because you took someone down? 5-on-1?
You do know you just got your ass handed to you by someone who wasn't even a contestant, but the sister of a contestant. I feel like you have a place to stand.
A couple of people start getting up and just sort of looking over at this, like, oh, damn, okay. How's this gonna go? What, do you think that you're all that strong just because that you have the ability to beat someone down? Or because that you have a special trick up your sleeve? She's a freak. Some kind of weird special ability and suddenly she can mess with people? That's nothing about
Buddy,
strength.
have you looked in a mirror and seen yourself?
I'll admit, my body and my powers do work in a different way to yours. But this is pure physical muscle, strength beyond what most people need. This body is a temple, as he tears his shirt off for no reason other than to just show off. He is shredded. Like, he is a beefcake in a beefcake. But you will notice that this guy is like flexing, and he does basically look like some kind of JoJo's character at this point. With the amount of detail in his muscles, but at the same time, he's just looking at roll me an insight check. It's kind of a little bit of insecurity. This guy is definitely packing an incredible amount of physical strength, and look, what he's done to his body is impressive, but he's probably not much of a fighter. He's not a martial artist. He's just a big, strong guy.
So what? You're just flexing in front of me? Are you trying to get my number or something?
Roll taunt. Or unless if you're trying to
Seduction.
unless if you're trying to seduce, but it would be taunt if not.
Maybe I'll go seduce.
And then they kiss. No taunting.
No seduce.
Oh, seduce. Okay. He looks at you and he just sort of just goes I mean, you couldn't handle all this. He just says, look, all I'm saying is all of us work hard. And as he's sort of circling his hands, sort of talking about everyone in the gym. All of us work hard. You guys beat each other up in fancy rings and arenas. You make a few big accidents or mistakes or whatever. It's all just a big load of fantastical nonsense. We have built ourselves up. We have made ourselves strong, and we have made ourselves into godlike divinity bodies, and you take home the gold and the glory and the money because that you hit people to death. We have built ourselves because we want to look better. We want to earn our goals. And what are your goals? To harm people? That's pathetic.
No, not really. I'm honestly here just to prove that I can be a good warrior.
What even is that now? What even is that? What even is that now? There's no point in the concept of a warrior. We've evolved beyond that. There's no such thing as a warrior anymore. There's just people who want to fight and kill people. You know what they call those? Murderers.
Oh.
This Avarice Crucible nonsense is exactly why you people are toxic. Because that you just want to justify your violence with this I want to be a warrior crap. And you can't even understand how poisoned you are.
Okay, I kind of see where you're getting here. Tell you what, you're saying all this work is not actually real, and the reason we're doing this is just to become famous.
Do I see any other reason that you guys have shown? Does anyone? I mean, you have weird recorders showing you points and showing off points that always record all of your information, whatever you're doing any time of the day, whenever you're fighting someone. It's just showing off.
You think I wanted that? No. I thought it was just going to be a simple tournament. Yeah, I'm sure you join bodybuilding tournaments. Is that not the same?
Roll me a taunt. With advantage.
Oh.
Oof.
I don't have good charisma.
Please. Like you even understand what we're even talking about. This is... What we do does not harm anyone else. We don't beat each other up. As a matter of fact, I'm sure that you're on here and you're looking for an excuse to fight someone. He gets right up in your face. But you're just looking for the next excuse just to unleash your animal instincts and become some kind of killer again. Aren't you? Need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, you ain't wise.
Okay. I will roll his charisma. I wasn't going to, I was just going to have a DC, but okay. No. You don't know why, but just all of this is just pissing you off. It is just unnecessary. He's getting up in your face. He's overly sweaty and hairy, and quite frankly, he does stink. Mostly of sweat, but also he is breathing right in your face. All you are currently thinking right now is, do I hit him? And you kinda want to.
I see all you're really doing right now is picking a fight, but I'm going to be the better man. Can I roll for intangibility?
Yes, absolutely you can.
Ooh, wait. There we go.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna leave him on. But you're not getting anything from me. As I sink through the floor.
Yep. Okay. as you just sort of like just fall slowly through the floor as you just say that.
Peace out, bitch.
Trump card. Beat that.
Yes. We come to Adriana, and Rakia. The three of you are currently just having mud baths right now, just lying there. Rakia, your feet are like
about big enough for me.
I was gonna
Is
say,
that-
Rakia,
am I-
your feet are just sticking out of the end, like, of the bath. These two, like, are practically almost drowning in this stuff. Like, it's just really quite funny because they're quite small and you're too big. Your arms are also just, like, hanging out of either side of this tub. You guys are just sort of sitting there. You sort of sit there and you sort of hear, like, just something slightly quiet-ish. It sounds like a TV in the background. You could have sworn that you heard a voice say Rakia.
Yes, oh yeah. Can I definitely say, because I will definitely pick up on that. I'll roll super wisdom if I have to.
Yeah. Roll perception.
15.
Yeah, you could have sworn that the TV said Rakia.
Can I? Hey, can someone turn the TV up?
You don't see anyone because you have cucumbers on your eyes, but you then hear the TV get louder. And all I'm saying is this team is well balanced. I mean, Bob, there is nothing that I have seen so far that actually would suggest that they don't have it all. Well, Todd, I'd actually have to say that they don't have any particular ranged users in their group. I haven't really seen too much promising in that front, but we do seem to know that this Rakia girl does have the ability to throw incredibly well. I mean, she did pretty darn well against an emission user in the sports events. She did really well against the shooting range against, what was his name? Azazel the Green Flame, right? That was incredible.
What? Okay, Azazel the Green Flame.
Did I hear this?
All
Do you
three
hear
of
that?
you
I mean,
hear
the telly
this.
said-
I mean, like, it's turned up to the point of which...
Cucumbers off!
Yeah, all three of you just take cucumbers off at this point. As it's like, they're talking about like Rakia's performance and they say, yeah, Azazel the Green Flame. He was actually the winner in this particular situation. However, if we go back to some of the previous recordings, he actually has been dominating pretty well himself. As a matter of fact, in Iris City, he just recently got into a fight with another particular hero and wiped the floor with them. He did have to leave pretty damn quickly, though, as he was in the way of another particular champion, an ex-champion by the name of Homage, a hero who, let's be honest, we've never seen something quite like him. Absolutely, Todd. I, quite frankly, don't actually understand too much about how everyone thinks that the champions aren't really worth that much, but that's where you're wrong. For those of you who are listening right now, and for those of you who are wondering, on top of this, you can also listen to this on the sub-network, or of course you can watch this on the channel. But, for those of you who don't know, breaking news, Stilton Maximilian has just stated claim to that the champions will now be worth 10 times the amount of points that they currently carry. If they carry any amount of points, it will be 10 times the amount, so keep a lookout for them, and of course, happy hunting.
I mean, are we all in stunned silence?
Yes.
I think we are.
At least Adriana is definitely stunned in silence.
I mean, Adrian's just kind of like, like fists underneath the mud. Iris City, we were just there, weren't we?
Yes,
We were just there, and he's left.
could have kicked his ass then.
Do you say that out loud?
No, Agent just thinks that.
Simmering. You see the mud bubbling under him, the heat coming out from Adrian, just like.
But wait, guys.
So angry.
We have something else more pressing. If that means that there's a champion on this boat, and they're worth 10 times the amount that they normally are, wouldn't that mean that she's in danger? And also, as a matter of fact, wouldn't that mean that she is possibly going to be a lot more paranoid or on guard now?
I'm going to... Actually, would it be world knowledge or... Yeah, I guess world knowledge, because, Rakia is the champion, fangirl.
I'd say history. What are you specifically trying to discern, actually?
Yeah, just as would that be the case from what I know and have seen of her?
Yeah,
Would
okay,
she
no, it
at
would be
all
history.
be worried?
Yeah, it would be history.
Yeah, so 6, 7, 8. So, yeah, okay.
I mean, considering how powerful she is and also was about 3-4 years ago, if she's gotten any better since then, probably not. Especially because even if you guys, you think that maybe we could take her, or maybe she could take us, whatever. But she probably would be, but she's strong enough to actually take down an entire tournament's worth of people. And she is strong enough to, have all this fame and infamy all over her, and yet, despite that, she's been fine so far. So this is just another modifier, but she's probably not going to be bothered.
We should just
Yeah.
tell her we're not looking for a fight.
She knows. I mean, she was so confident she threatened to give me an autograph on my body, which I declined. So,
I know that. That she hasn't tried to attack us first. I think that we're
No.
going to try and attack her.
I don't think
No,
she actually thought
but-
you guys as a threat, because, well, based on what she said that you were impressive, but not that impressive, which may indicate that she doesn't see you as a threat yet. Which is good, but also bad if she wishes to attack us.
nah. We haven't got that many points between us. There'd be no point. There would be, more likely she'd be able to attack Bruce.
True, although
Bruce.
based on what I was able to discern, she probably wouldn't be bothered about fighting with other people. I mean, she said that she just wanted to get to the land of the sunken moon.
She might be a problem later, if we get stronger. But now, she's on vacation. She'll be fine.
Also, aren't there others out there who are now know of this? Wouldn't they want to take down certain people like champions? I'm just saying,
This could be a problem.
if someone does take them down beforehand, if you guys try to take down whoever took them down, you're not going to get as much of a reward, I guess.
We have to be smart about this. I do want to take them down. That is really good, but... Well, Cloak was right. I can be a little bit impulsive, and it sometimes gets us into trouble, so... Don't tell him I said that.
I won't.
Yes.
Sure, of course.
So, we gotta have a strategy here. So many more rules. Ugh.
B.
See?
I know that you're concerned about the man with the green flames.
You see, for a brief moment, eye twitch.
I'm sure that we'll be able to find him and get justice for our people. I want him to pay as much as you do. More, perhaps. But we need to be patient.
Of course.
Need to just.
Let us sit. Let us enjoy our spa and leave these thoughts for later.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
As she then sort of like puts on the cucumbers and then lays back into the mud bath. As we come
Trying
to
not to drown.
try not to drown. As we come to Felix yet again, Felix, you get a strange buzzing coming from your phone.
Okay. Okay, Felix will pick up the phone.
You just hear a lot of wind, like just really choppy wind. It sounds like really almost deafening when you put it to your ear. Hello?
Hello?
Unintelligible.
Could you say again? I didn't quite catch that.
Hang on. Okay, I'm now cupping my hands around the phone. Can you hear me?
Yes, that's much better.
Okay. I'm seeing a large, what seems to be mega ferry headed in the direction of. It's just a very big ferry. Okay. Does it say mega ferry on it?
Felix would have seen the outside.
Yeah.
So it is.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Could you get to the deck?
All right, I'll be right out there.
Thank you. Boop.
Felix will.
Yeah. You see. Eventually, head to the deck. You get to like you know sort of like the sort of the main deck again, where you guys fought Aliator, and you just basically see like these huge like flapping red bat wings, just like as they just carry this rather sort of like comparatively rather small red archling girl as like she floats back down onto the ground, and her wings retract all the way into her back and all pretty much disappear from the shape and mass of her. You would not believe how many bugs that actually would get in your face when you're doing that.
I'm surprised there are bugs even out here in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, trust me, there were a few. Oh, I was talking about... Never mind. My father said that you requested me.
Oh, yes, Ten texted me asking if essentially if you wanted to come help. I gave the go-ahead. We're heading to the land of the sunken moon.
Well, he did tell me that you were going off in this direction. I mean, I was off in Avarice City for a little while, after some things that I cleared up in Huskonia. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that it would be some kind of emergency based on what Father wanted, but... well, if it's just a case that you just want my help, I'm here to help. So, I can't help but notice there's one issue.
What might that be?
Well, I did just fly here all the way from Iris City. Did take me a little while. Obviously, I can fly a little faster than this thing can go. But pretty tired, and I don't really have a ticking or a boarding pass, and I don't have a room.
Yeah, I'll just let you have my room.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh, well, thank you. If you need any help, obviously, I'm here to help you. So, is there anything particular that you think that you might need my help with?
Gotta remember why we're heading to the land of the sunken moon.
Just to
roll,
get. Oh, it's the beast battle.
roll history.
Oh,
Okay, let me. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm in the dice rolls before I roll.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So it's always good to. That's a 2.
Ooh, that's a big no. You don't really remember.
Well, I'm not quite certain why the party has decided to head this way. My brain's a bit foggy. There was a battle a bit ago. We're currently invited to dinner with the captain.
Oh, look at you, fancy. Don't suppose that you might be able to perhaps speak to that captain and maybe let me stay here without basically being, locked up?
Yeah, and if worst comes to worst, I can just pay for another ticket.
Oh no, that's fine. I mean, trust me, I'm good with my own payments. I mean, after all, how many have you got?
How many have I got? Like point
Points.
wise, money
Yeah,
wise.
points. Yeah.
It's 1,027, and then I also have a total of.
She rolls up her sort of like white robe, sort of robish sleeve as she like reveals her arm. She has 1,066 points.
Okay. So she's got a bit more.
Well, it's good to see that we're staying around about the same pace. It's not exactly been easy. Most of the people that I beat are actually pretty low-level thugs that just so happen to scrape by at the bottom of the barrel. Also, some of them already got defeated and were just looking for a sore loser victim, basically. So I just took them out of the tournament entirely. Well, either way, I'm going to need to take a quick nap. But I should be ready for anything. Let me know if you need a +1 to go to that dinner.
Will do. I will give Tendra the room key.
Thank you. Now, who in the hell do I have to talk to about getting me a decent shower? She sort of like comes in from like sort of goes into the main building, into the main parts of the boat. And she goes, "Are you coming with me?"
Yep. Felix will follow.
Oh, right. I should probably ask, does anyone else in your party know that I'm going to be coming with?
No, I don't think they do.
And I'm assuming that they don't know that about your intentions with my father and that deal that you're making?
I'm afraid I haven't had the chance to tell them. Everything's kind of been rushed.
Trust me when I say this, not many people understand. So, perhaps maybe it should be kept that way. Or, if you do wish to tell them, it's probably best that you tell them tonight. Things could get ugly if they don't. After all, I doubt that they're going to trust me after what they saw me do, even if they do or don't know that I didn't take your powers that night.
Perhaps you're right.
I'm not just a pretty face. I am the daughter of a very smart Haskonian, so of course, it rubs off.
Definitely seems like it runs in the family.
Trust me, there's a few things that my father and I don't agree on, but a few things that we do are some of the ways of which that we handle business. For instance, I'm going to make sure that my dad keeps to his word. And if that means that I also have to, then that's the easiest part of my job.
Felix will nod. As will I keep to my word. I can assure you of that.
Good. She then walks into your room. I'm going to say, as we come to the close, everyone's sort of now getting ready to sort of go out and meet up at the arcade. We'll come to a few.
Oh wait, what about the shopping thing? Yeah.
I'll say we'll go through that next session. Because
okay,
this
cool.
is where we shall end this session.
Okay.
Yes. As I'll say, you guys are ready to go out again, just to grab a few bits and pieces / go and meet up at the arcade. So you guys will probably go off to the bookstore next session, and obviously everyone else will then meet up at the arcade or / the dinner. So that's pretty much it. This session was mostly yeah.
Where did I end up when I went through the bottom of the gym?
You ended up. Funny enough, you ended up at the arcade. I just remembered because we said that you guys ended up in the arcade last time you did that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, whenever you said we heard a voice, I was expecting Fletcher to come through the ceiling.
That's what I thought.
Everyone just freaking out, just like, see you later, losers. Hello, ladies.
Oh shit! Why am I here?
Oh dear.
It doesn't even ranged weaponry until now.
Get out! Oh no, it's not be one of those fucking episodes.
But yeah, so that was this episode. Obviously, this one was more roleplay and stuff and things, but we'll see what you guys get up to next week. Well, not sorry,
I'm
next
sorry.
week. Next.
I tucked you out of another fight encounter.
No, to be fair, I actually quite liked that. To be fair, that was really good. I had them ready for this. I was not banking on you guys doing it because, to be fair, we did hint and imply very heavily last session that it was going to be mostly a role play session anyway. This session, so I'm fine with that. To be honest, you actually did it so well as well because we didn't even start combat. I was like, oh damn! But yeah, thank you very much for everyone for watching. If again you want to watch any more of this content, definitely check out the Dev Plays Crucible of Avarice as we play through this campaign that I've been designing for the game known as Animite Tales. If you enjoyed it, obviously check out the channel Animite Tales or check me out on Twitter at Animite Tales. Thank you very much for listening. Take care and have a wonderful night.
Bye.
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 Bye.